Hi everyone, Tiger Lily here. So I wanted to address something that's really been bugging me and that I've seen in a few forums and I've actually commented in a few. So I know people from the metal scene, for example, the goth scene, because I go to a few places from time to time. I check out different scenes, like I go see a death metal band, a thrash metal band, a goth band play. So in my mind, I feel like there's an unwritten rule where you can't be goth and metalhead. There's no such thing as mixing those two genres together. And it kind of bugs me a lot because, like, if I hang out with my goth friends, or like, I ask them, oh, did you hear this new album? And they're like, oh, no, why would I listen to that? Like, that's not a goth. Why would you even bring that up? And then I'm like, because I enjoy it. And it kind of puts me down. I'm like, okay, fine. So I go and I hang out with my metalhead friends, and if I bring up a goth band, they just make fun of it, and they're like, oh, it's too mopey. And I'm like, no, there's goth bands that are not depressing. They're not like the stereotypical bands. You have to just give it a chance. And both sides are always arguing, like, with each other. It's like they don't really talk about it a lot, like, I guess publicly, because they always say, oh, if you, like, when I started listening to rock and metal and, you know, goth music, it seemed very inviting at first. So from the time that I started listening to metal up until now, I've realized that a few people that, you know, that they're the elitist of, you know, metalheads or goths. If you don't, like, for example, if you're a goth and you don't go to every single event, an elitist would be like, oh, because you can't fit in with us because you don't go to every single event. Like, for them it's like, oh, we can't consider you part of our group, or you're not goth enough because of the way you dress or whatever. And I'm like, that right there, it's like, instead of it being inviting, it's like they're pushing away people. Like, they don't want people to, like, you know, the acceptance of when it started. Like, the goth movement was created to, you know, be acceptance, and in metalhead it's the same thing. So for an elitist, if you're either a metalhead or a goth, there will always be certain people that if you're not dressed apart, if you don't go to every single event that that scene has, they won't see you in their eyes as a goth or a metalhead. But when you say that you like both genres, there always be those people that, instead of being inviting and accepting because you like both, they will always, like, shun you away. So basically my point for this whole video is to say that no matter what people say, or the cliques tell you that you can't listen to metal if you're a goth, or you can't be a goth if you listen to metal, I say, even if you can't make it to every single event, or you can't afford it, you can't afford every album that comes out, as long as you appreciate whatever genre it is, or whatever, I guess, type of music that you enjoy. If you want to call yourself a goth but you also enjoy metal, just don't put the other person down. It's like, the goth scene, metal scene, was always supposed to be people uniting that listened to the same music and that they were free to express themselves. If the new current people that are starting to listening to it, like baby bats, like, you know, they're barely starting to listen to the goth scene, or, you know, the new metalheads that are coming, instead of, like, telling them, oh, this is not metal, instead of, like, showing them the ropes, like showing them this is where it started, listen to this, and to get to where they want to be, just slowly ease them into it. Or if someone that you, I guess you could say a normie, if you want to get them into the music that you like, just start them off, slowly. So, since I don't want to make this video any longer, these are just ideas I've had in my head for a while. If you guys want to leave me a comment or just a message of what you guys think, either your own opinions on the subject, or I guess like an experience that you guys have gone through, just leave it below in the comments below. Also, if you like my videos, please subscribe, and until next time.